Hello, Julien, and welcome to India and welcome to the Hour Markers.
Thank you very much.
Super having you here. It's a pity though, you're coming to India for the first time in 27 years of your career.
I know, I apologize. I should have been here much earlier, but I just took over this beautiful brand Hublot 7 months ago, and one of the first trip is India because I know the brand is strong here. I know also India is developing very fast at the moment, and we have really to get into how we can move on with this brand in this country.
The one thing I've always noticed about you, Julien, is you're very passionate about every brand that you work with. We've seen you, at least I've seen you through Zenith and Tag Heuer for a short stint, and now with Hublot. What are the changes we're going to see at Hublot?
Hublot is probably one of the biggest successes in the watch industry for the last 20 years. If you think of this brand when it was relaunched in 2004, 2005, it came from a very little brand to a major player. And what is very important is when you reach a certain size, you need to always remember what are the key recipes or the key ingredients to the success. And I think Hublot now needs to think about reinforcing even more its innovation, creativity dimension on new materials, but not only at 360. As well as, of course, a very dynamic marketing. That's why the brand is known for. And I want to also work on the watchmaking aspect, which is not known enough at Hublot and is incredible in terms of skills and everything. So there are a lot to be done, but Hublot needs to be hyperactive. And it's the first time I work for a brand that's actually younger than me. It never happens. Of course, because I'm aging, but this brand is quite young, only 45 years old.
Right.
And that requires a lot of energy and a lot of dynamism because we need to build the future much more than repeating the past. So that's why I like to be here. It's going to keep me young, I think. Hublot is more about building the future of the industry. And I think it's a role that we have since its creation that we need to nurture and we need to reinforce. So it's a balance between all these aspects. If Hublot becomes too normal, which means you please maybe more people, but you lose ground because that's not what Hublot is all about. If you want a normal brand, a quiet brand, if you want a brand that when you board the plane, half of the plane is wearing the same watch, go for another one, not go for Hublot. Hublot is different. Hublot is about, again, innovation, creativity, bringing new things at 360, not only on the product itself, but the brand. You really incorporate a family. I would say a group like our Hublotista, the big fans of the brands, they're part of the community of people that want to be different and assume that. So if you want to be different, of course, some people might not like it, but that's fine. That's what Hublot is all about. Right.
So you are going to be emphasizing a lot of Hublotista group as well.
Absolutely.
Right. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, of course. Hublotista is for me one of the 2-3 best owners community in the watch industry, and Hublotista has been very, very strong. I remember years ago, and I want to reactivate that dramatically. So I started my what I call the Hublotista World Tour, where I go to the markets not only to see the press, even though I'm very happy, retailers or landlords when we want a new space in a new shopping mall, but also meeting the end clients. So I started in December in Switzerland. We did a test event which worked very well, and then we continued with France, with China, with Hong Kong, with different markets. And in India, it's a big emphasis because we do today here in Bombay, tomorrow in Bangalore, and after tomorrow in New Delhi. So we really get to know our clients, and I think that's a key role for CEOs. And many CEOs forget to do that, but it's very important to be in connection with our clients.
Julien, the trend we're seeing, I'm not a big fan of the word trend, but the trend we see the industry moving towards is minimalism, simple dials, simplistic dials. Do you think the Classic Fusion will shine brighter than the Big Bang this year?
Well, Classic Fusion has experienced a great growth over the last few years, maybe for that reason. But I know Big Bang was so strong with the majority of our sales a few years ago, and now it's very well balanced between Classic Fusion and Big Bang. I think the trends are going left and right, up and down. We have to stay who we are, and Classic Fusion will be even more, in a way, classic, sophisticated, looking at the details, bringing more value, more substance to the dial. The balance is very important, the proportions. And then the Big Bang is more the one about bulky, sporty, bold, in which you can try new things, you can bring new colors, you can be a little bit more crazy. So these two product lines go very well together, and today they are very well balanced. And we should not forget, of course, the high-end watches, whether on the technical aspect or in collaboration with artists, on new materials, on new design, on those things that are really growing at Hublot. So we have a very well-balanced collection. Yeah.
And now Julien is going to give us the first reveal of what he's going to launch at Watches and Wonders 2025. No pressure.
No, I know you're laughing because I won't tell you everything, of course. But what I can tell you is that beautiful watches we showed you at LVMH Watch Week in January and early February. That's also why we're here in India. But of course, this year at Watches and Wonders, we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Big Bang already. And that means the whole show will be around that. The booth will be new, very dynamic. Please, you visit us, wear very comfortable shoes to walk on our booth because it's going to be a Big Bang booth. Watches will be also themed after this fantastic anniversary. You're going to have special edition, limited edition. You're going to have pieces that will basically recall everyone about what have been the milestones over these 20 years on the Big Bang collection. So there will be a lot of incredible pieces, and also it will show you the direction of Big Bang for the next few years. So it's a very important moment for us. Of course, a big celebration in Geneva. We're going to have the biggest event of the watch industry on April 2nd. Plus many other activations. But you can expect a lot of things around the Big Bang.
A lot of Big Bangs happening.
Oh yes, it's all going to be around Big Bang. Trust me.
For last question, Julien, you've introduced a Hublot India edition.
Yes, of course.
Tell us a little bit about that watch.
Well, I think we know you like bicolor. We know rose gold is famous. We know green is an important color. So we try to work on a special edition that's basically a little hint to a very popular watch in India. And we know that this combination is a success. We worked, of course, with Indian people to think about it. And I think it's important. We have to support India a lot. India is important, but Indian customers are also very important. They travel all around the world, so we have a huge Indian community buying Hublot and big Hublot fans. Because in your market, you have your tradition as well. You like heritage and tradition, but you like to look forward. You want to develop. You are a key countries moving very fast. And I think that's why you like Hublot, because Hublot is contemporary.
Right.
Obviously, we have 45 years of history, only, and yet we can see it on both sides, but we look a lot to the future, and that's very much Hublot. So it's important to support India as a market, and I will continue to work on editions only available in India for our Indian friends. You can trust me on that.
On that note, thank you very much, Julien. It was
My pleasure.
Pleasure talking to you, and we will see you in Geneva.
Thank you so much.